Mike Carey here, and you're listening to the So We Don't Forget podcast. And there you go.
That's right. You're listening to So We Don't Forget, the podcast where two siblings talk about stuff so we don't forget. I'm Felicia.
And I'm Jeremy.
As always, thank you to Mike for our intro.
Yes, thank you, Mike. Mike Carey here.
Yeah, you
Without Mike, we wouldn't have the intro that we have today.
That's true. It's famous now.
Yep, Mike's the guy. He's our guy, man.
Welcome to our next series. We finished off our Music That Made Us series.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy said he does have a couple of honorable mentions he'll get into. And this is when we start off of our movies ones, kind of movies that from... This looks crazy. I'm dunking my tea in my thing. I just saw my hand motion from the corner of the camera.
That looks crazy.
Yeah, just movies of growing up. So we got a list here. We'll see how far this one goes. Obviously, it's going to be a 2 or a 3-part. My guess is a 3-parter again. We'll see probably how it goes.
Yeah, so I thought the last series was pretty good. Felicia came up with this one.
I enjoyed it.
I said, that's a great series. The latest movie I have, I think, is like 2011 or something like that, but that's still like just after high school for me, so that's different. So I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, I think a lot of mine right now, actually the latest one, I have to finish my list. So the ones I have on there so far, the latest is 99. So pretty early stuff, but I will have other ones I'll be adding in the early 2000s, of course.
I'm trying to think, because honestly, some of them I put on here, I don't know what year they came out. If I'm being completely honest, I just threw them on. I just started looking at it. Well, because normally that's your thing. Well, that's what I'm actually doing right now. I'm starting to actually put date things on there because I noticed that it actually sounds cooler when you like mention what year it came out. So I'm doing that now. I will say some of mine too are just are like the actual series, if it makes sense. Like it's like more than one movie together, if that makes sense. But we'll get into that later. I don't want to spoil it too soon. We still have other stuff to take care of.
Yeah, spoil the stuff.
Yeah, go ahead. What you were going to say after I cut you off?
As always.
Yeah, as always.
So I'll give our Doug update today since I had
very important. You had babysit.
I had a babysit Doug today. Take him to his PT appointment.
Which she also stole my kid, but we'll get into that too.
I did. Well, Doug's update was he ended up going to somewhere else. They told him no, he has to keep the boot. No, he can't work, and he has to start physical therapy. So that's what he's in now, and that's why I babysat Doug today, and I went and took him to his appointment. And as I got to his house, well, first he was like, oh, come inside because I got banana bread that Karina made, which I did see the night before on her story on Snapchat, and I was like, well, that looks good. And I told Doug, I was like, oh, I was going to write it on Snapchat.
I will say it actually smelled pretty good last night.
It's really good.
Made me hungry. But I was tired.
I was like, I was going to write her on Snapchat like, oh, that looks good. I was like, but I already know Karina, she doesn't answer on Snapchat. Doug's like, you got to call her if you want a response. I was like, I was going to text her, but then you said to come in and get it. So I came and got a piece. Then Marshall, he looked at me and he said, tip, tap, tip, tap, tip, tap. And he said, are we going to go? And I said, Marshall, you have to stay home. Then he gave his sad eyes. And I said, fine, fine.
And then he probably really started tap dancing.
Oh, he was dancing away. So when I got his harness on and stuff and took him, and I didn't think about it, but Marshall has the thigh collar. My dogs do too. Yep, he's barking. He said, you talking about me? And it notifies, well, me, Jeremy, and Boo are all on it. And it notifies when the dog leaves and everything. Jeremy's like, something happening?
Sounds like someone's at my house.
Oh, and after we dropped off Doug, me and Marshall went to go get Chloe's medicine, which is at the vet. So then Boo literally calls me. I answer. I'm like, oh, Boo's calling. It was after we already left. I was waiting to get the pup cup. I was waiting to get the pup cup. And Boo calls. I answer the phone. I didn't even say hi. I was like, nothing's wrong with Marshall. He's fine. She said, okay, that's all I need to know. Thank you. Goodbye. Because she was still at work and she called.
Speaking of which, Marshall's walking. Hi, Marshall.
Hey, Marshall. So I do have.
I just want to point out, I was at work. And I got a thing that said Marshall left with Doug, which sometimes it says that and it doesn't. And then all of a sudden I'm looking and it says Marshall has left. I'm like, what? Well, I just name dropped. Maybe I'll bleep it out. But anyway, it said he left there. And I was literally about to text Felicia. And then I look and I seen a snap. She's like, oh, I took my nephew.
Yeah, the guy.
That was him waiting to leave.
Him. That's when he wanted to go. And then he wanted me to take him with when I left. He was standing on the ottoman. He said, I want to go with you.
Oh, we'll get the little
I said, you can't go.
He said he missed his Aunt Felicia.
So he was a little sad he didn't get to come with again when I left. But he got to, I said, Marshall, you got to run errands. He got to go drop off Doug. Then we went to go pick up Chloe's medicine. Went back to get Doug. Then we went to go pick up, oh yeah, we did get the pup cup in there. And then we went to go to Target to get my paper towel and water. I said, Marshall, when this person comes put the stuff in the trunk, you just look at him and that's it. So he did. He watched. He was like,
that's a good boy.
And then he came home. Oh, he got a doggy cookie too.
That's a good boy. Well, it was funny because like I looked on the Nest Cam because before I text you, I looked on the Nest Cam. I'm like, did he really leave? And then I look, and then I see you pull up, and then I hear you say, oh, you got to go. He walked away. I could say, you got to go potty, Marshall? You got to go pee. So he's just like, whatever. And then I see open up the back door. He jumped. That looked like the door wasn't even open all the way. He's jumping as fast as he can. He's like, let's go.
He was so excited.
Let's go.
He was excited. And then we got back and, I was going to text you. I said, this man, he laid it a freaking beep. I don't want to see the B word on here. A bomb in the car. It was bad. I said, you're going to poop when we get home. Took him out in the backyard. As soon as I put him in there, your neighbor's dogs, I think they're Dobermans.
Mm-hmm.
So they're big dogs.
Else, yeah. They bark.
I'm not saying Dobermans are bad. I'm just saying they're a big dog. As soon as I let Marshall out there, they were literally slamming themselves against the fence trying to get at Marshall. So then Marshall just opened your door. So then Marshall's trying to bark back. And then I looked and I'm like, these they got a hole. They're trying to dig a hole into your yard. Which
actually
pretty
true story. They knocked the fence down one time.
It's a pretty
I heard
big
him barking
hole.
and then it stopped. So I went out there and all of a sudden I see the neighbor holding his dog. He's like, I'm so sorry. And I see Marshall in the corner like, I'm scared.
He's helping me.
He ended up putting that fence is actually a new fence a couple of years ago because they broke their fence and they fixed it.
Well,
yeah, he's right next to
me. They were going nuts. And I'm like, that hole is probably big enough. Marshall close to get out. And then I look at the back of the fence and there's boards falling down too. I said, Marshall, what's going on?
And Dad was supposed to replace him, and then he like worked a bunch of days, and he wasn't able to come over and fix them yet. But yeah, this dog. The funny thing about those dogs is that with Marshall, he will like cry and like, oh, I'm so scared. But then if they bark at him, he's all running around, barking with them. He's all
they
whatever.
were all going nuts. I said, forget it, Marshall. You can in the house, I guess, because we ain't dealing with this.
That's the thing though. But sometimes he likes it. Like he likes when he barks at them, they get all riled up. Their owner comes and yells at them. He thinks it's funny. He like, I got them in trouble. Look at me.
They were all being nuts today. I was like, that's it. We're going in the house. And then he's like, no. I said, I don't care, buddy.
Yeah. Marshall was probably like, oh yeah, my Aunt Felicia said she's gonna kick you.
She said she's gonna kick you. And then we were trying to get in, and he stepped on Doug's bad foot.
Ooh.
I think he was okay.
That's a good Marshall story for today. But yeah, it all started because I got scared, and I'm like, what the hospital? I'm sitting, I look, and I'm like, okay, I looked on the collar. It said he was by Starbucks. I'm like, maybe something happened. She took him to Starbucks, and then she got him a pup cup, because that's what normally Alexandria I do when we take him. Well, normally Alexandria when she takes him, because they give him Starbucks, because he's stressed out, whatever. And I'm like, maybe something's wrong. Felicia's like, oops, forgot to tell you.
Oopsies. Well, because when we had pulled up, I didn't think about it, because he really wanted to go, and then we pulled up.
Especially when he gives you those eyes and tippy tapping, he's all excited.
And then we got to the vet. He tucked his tail, because normally I just do curbside pickup and they'll bring the meds out. I have to
open up the door for him. He's trying to open the door.
Oh, but I was like, he's too upset. So I was like, I'll just go in real quick and go get it. You don't have to worry about it. So we did that, and then I was like, I'll get you a pup cup. And then I was going to ask you.
He was a good boy.
I said, did you notice when I was there? He kept telling me he wanted me to open up your office. I'm like, what do you want? And he looked. He had a tennis ball in there.
He has actually. He just came in. He has two in here. One right there. I just kicked the other one out for him, but he always leaves 1 to 2 in here. That's his excuse to come in here.
Oh, so that's why he was like, "Can you open the door?
Open the door. Open the door."
He said. I said, Marshall, fine. And then I opened the door, and he's like, "Ha! Look, we're in the room." I'm like, "What do you want to do in here?" He's like, "Look at this. That's my ball right there." I'm like, "Okay, all right, we can go.
You can go now. It's okay."
And I was like, "You're so weird." Then he's like, "Okay, can you please open my dad's bedroom?" I'm like, "It's open.
What?
Open it more." Then he looks, goes on the bed. I'm like, "Okay, cool, Marshall. Thanks for showing me around." I feel like he was just like, I'll just give you another tour in case you forgot.
Yeah. He probably was like, or, you can just move in. That's fine. You can just stay here all the time.
Yeah, come on in.
I remember that one time, I think it was for Christmas or something, you were dropping over the pretzels you make. And like I was, uh-oh. Would you accidentally open up the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember you were like dropping it off and you're leaving. Dad and I were at work and I was talking to you through the Nest Cam. And
Oh,
I mean, you could hear Marshall
yeah.
barking. I'm like, if you don't go inside and say hi to this dog, he is going to flip his. And you said he
Yeah.
did. I remember the next thing you sent me a picture of him, like he was crying. I had to take him to Mom and Dad's house. I saw that picture somewhere. He was so happy.
He was. I feel like he's like, because as soon as I pulled up, he's like barking. I looked, Doug had opened the side main door and like the screen door was, and he's sitting up in the window looking. I'm like, Marshall,
it was for Thanksgiving. This is the picture.
Oh yeah, when he went to go help deliver pretzels.
Yep. So then he
was
that's
a
right.
delivery
That's
boy.
right. You picked him up and then you helped deliver pretzels. That was his thing. But just look how happy this dog is.
Yeah,
Look at this guy.
Here we
It's
go.
hard to tell him no sometimes, man. Here's another good dog. That's in 2020.
Excuse me.
Miss Luna Tuna. Yeah, but yeah, we just thought we'd bring up Marshall because that's what a good boy he is.
He's a good baby boy.
He's a good baby boy. He's getting up there in age, but we don't talk about that.
No, I literally had told Doug when we were driving. I was like, I don't think this dog's really a 10 because
I remember you telling me on vacation about that.
His face has no white, and any 10-year-old dog I've ever seen, like, their whole face lose pigment. Like, they have white eyebrows.
Right, like Juno.
Whole snout.
Yeah, like Juno. Juno's is really gray. Maybe
None
they
of
lied
it.
to me. Maybe he wasn't 3. Maybe it was the same thing like Oliver. He actually was 1 or 2.
Maybe
I could
he
see
was
him
a
being
baby
like 1
boy.
or 2. 1.5, maybe 2. I don't know.
That's
But
right.
yeah.
Marshall said, I ain't an old man. I'm a baby boy. I just want to shout out my my shirt here. Now, I got this at Plato's Closet, right? Because they were having like a mega their clearance was 90% off, so I got like a sweatshirt for 90 cents, a Disneyland t-shirt was like 80 cents.
Damn, where
This
was this?
wasn't on sale, but I really wanted it because it's a flannel. And it's like, it's not the thick jacket kind, but it's like that soft, thicker kind.
Right,
$5.
Oh,
$5.
can't beat
So
that.
just had to show that off.
That's Felicia's haul for today.
That is my haul. Do you hear these dogs out here?
I do. I hear Marshall walking back and forth over here
Before
too.
we get into our comment section, I'll just do my, what are my dogs?
Oh boy, it's back. It's back.
It's back.
Because we went back to work.
The first one.
The
first one, yes. Well, the first one's not really one. But I was like, oh, Luna, I'm disappointed. And she said, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I went to Aldi this week to get some food. Obviously, what else did you get there?
Right.
But I was trying to, this Sunday or Monday, I was like, okay, I'm going to start trying to like eat a little bit better now. Okay, not a little bit. From what I was doing, pretty good, I think. So I went to Aldi, and I was mad because I didn't have a quarter because I used it for parking. We used it that one day.
Oh, yep.
My Aldi quarter.
Ooh.
Why would I use it? I don't know. So I literally bought a bag and filled it, and then I got a box. You know, they got them boxes there.
Yeah.
And I left it. I'm like, oh, the cats will like to lay in it because they're cats. And then look at Luna. I came home. She shredded it. She ate it. And there she is with her sad.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see her again. Sorry. Aww. He's like, I messed up, Mom. I'm sorry.
But the thing is, if that box is just sitting there, Chloe's not going to eat it. But if Luna shreds it, Chloe's going to eat it.
Right. She's like, well, if you're doing it, I'm going to do it too.
Chloe ate it.
Oh, Lord.
Which, that was a couple days ago. Yesterday, either Luna or Oliver, one of them, Chloe wears like a plastic muzzle when she goes outside to go potty.
Right.
Just because she'll eat anything she finds outside. Garbage, grass, paper, whatever. And then all that happens is she gets sick and throws up. So the freaking other dogs went and they chewed the bars off. So now it's open all on the top.
What?
So she can just open up her mouth.
She's like, hello.
Like,
really? Damn.
Yeah.
Sucks.
There was another one I was thinking about buying that's more of like a net. Think of how a net looks.
Yeah.
like a close, almost, you know what more it looks like is that plastic canvas mom. I don't know if she still does, but she used to do.
Mm-hmm.
But it's black, so it's smaller holes, just to wear when she goes outside. So I was thinking about buying that. But so Chloe ate the box, right?
Mm-hmm.
This morning. I wake up.
I
Jamal had
hear
left
him.
a little. There
Hi,
they
Luna.
are. Jamal
It wouldn't be a
left,
show without hearing him in the background.
They're always got to be there. Jamal had left early because he was going to go into work early.
Right.
And I was like, well, I'm going to stay in bed, fall asleep for another hour, lay in bed, watch my TikToks. And I'm like, all right, I got to get up because I got to go pick up Doug. So I come out into the living room. You know when you like walk in the living room and you like smell it and you're like, messed up out here.
Yep.
So I look. What do I see? Chloe got sick because she ate the cardboard. There is 4 piles of throw up with cardboard in it.
Oh.
And I just want to say all of these things, where does she do them? On the carpet. I always tell her, if you're going to get sick, can you please go in the living room? Or not in the living room. Go into the kitchen where it's hard floor. It's the only spot we have. Nope. She did it all on the carpet. And then one pile of puke on the couch. It just
feels better. On the couch, too. Ugh. That sucks.
So I'm like, oh, no, I got to clean this up. Because I was like, oh, I'm laying in bed. And I'm like, okay, I'll get up in enough time. Like, at least one in like an hour to feed the dogs, get them ready, and then I'll leave and go.
Do dog stuff,
now I'm like, dang, I got to hurry up. So I'm trying to clean that up and everything. So I clean up as I can. Oliver's sitting in the crate like, oh my God, I can't believe it. She messed up. Chloe just lays there and watches me like, yep, that's what I did.
Yep.
So I had to clean all that up, and then I was rushing.
Rushing to meet you?
Yep. And then when I got home from babysitting Doug, then I went and I used the carpet cleaner. So hopefully Chloe does not eat any more garbage and get sick, because that's disgusting.
Or Chloe.
That's what are the dogs this week.
So they did it at the last minute, like you're recording today. So we're going to take care of it for you today,
guys,
Mom.
You know, it's time. You better get going.
I don't know if anyone noticed, but I'll show it off. I got a haircut.
Oh, yeah. Pretty fresh.
Check me out.
Where are you going?
Doesn't look as nice because I work today.
Oh, does that mean you're going on vacation?
I wish. I was going to do it before. The boys are supposed to go with me, and they ended up not going. So I just said, hey, I did it yesterday. I need a shave still.
Respect. Oh, wait, I got one more shout out before we get to our comments.
Okay, go ahead.
So this is a shout out, but also like I don't know what. This is about the company that makes Bellator frozen pizza.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a frozen pizza, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got the veggie one. Not that many brands make veggie pizza.
That is true.
They don't. So I'm always excited when I find one that does. So I get the pizza, and I'm going to like, all right, open it up. I'm going to make it. I'm freaking hungry. And I open it up, and there's veggies on it, but there's also meat on the pizza.
What? They messed up?
Yeah, they messed up.
Man, that sucks.
So I was pissed. I'm like, well, no, I can't eat this. So I'm like, I'm going to write these people. I took pictures, and then I went on their website. There's a spot to write them, and I wrote them. And then they wrote back, and they're like, the same typical, oh, we're so sorry. I don't know how that happened. It's supposed to be cleaned. Can you let us know the date on there so we can find out what happened and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So I tell them, and then today in the mail, because we actually checked the mail today, this is what they sent me. They sent me, I'll block out the barcode. No one else can steal this. 2 of these, $1 off.
Ooh.
And then they sent me 2 of these. I love how they put the gold on here. This is for 1 free pizza. Oh my God.
What? That's awesome. I can blur it out.
So I got 2.
Well, hopefully you use it by the time this goes live.
Oh, I don't think I will.
Oh, I'll blur it out then.
But it's crazy that they put the...
this is a note. I'm looking at the camera. Editor Jeremy, go back and blur that out, please. Thank you.
I'll re-show it.
You just showed the barcode again, but nice.
Did I? Damn, I need bigger fingers.
I'll blur it out. It's okay.
Okay, so yeah, they gave me 2 of those.
That was nice of them. I will say, because we had Bellator.
That's why I always check.
Yeah, that's smart. But we had Bellator on vacation because we bought frozen pizzas that one day, and I almost bought I think lots of matzah or something like that, which is fine. But I was like, you know what, I'll get it. But I feel it's like one of the better frozen pizzas out there. It's just really good.
Oh, it definitely is.
Like I didn't eat it for years, and then I forget whatever reason. I don't know if I ever had, but anyway, I bought it once, and I was like, was like addicted to it. So I was eating a bunch of times, and I had to stop. But I had him occasionally go. Then Jabal even put like his own pepperonis on it. Delicious.
Oh yeah, and he almost threw those extra pepperonis out one day. He's like, I'm not going to use them. I was like, it's a bag. They don't expire forever. Keep it.
Good thing he didn't.
So he kept it.
Yeah, and they were delicious. Hi, Marshall. But yeah, so I just want to throw that in there. That was delicious. There was something I was going to bring up from vacation. I forgot what it was, but I remember. Don't bring it now. Hey, we just bring it now. We were in Racine, and so we were just kind of talking about a mall, Regency Mall, and it was funny because we were watching YouTube videos on it too, just like how it's dead.
We were just, what can we do?
Yeah, and like we were talking to Tatiana about it. She's like, I've never been there since they like did it before, so like this is us walking around because it's like dead in there now. Oh, actually, let me do this real quick. 1 second.
Yeah, it's literally it's like dead. Closed a bunch of stores and they just put up drywall.
Yeah, which they're supposed to like fix.
Who
Here's
does
Jamal.
that?
Which I just want to say that I was talking to a guy at work about it. Like, this is Bed Bath & Beyond. Like, just walking in there, it just makes me feel sad. Because, like, here's the GameStop. We used to go to this GameStop all the time just to go in there and, like, buy games. Like, here's Jamal at the Boston store. Like, even just 10 years ago, I remember just walking by. Here's me sad at the GameStop. That could be an album title, Sad at the GameStop.
Sad at the GameStop.
And then here's Tatiana happy with the kitty cat.
Aw, that's my kitty cat. That's more you.
And then, here's a funny one. Here's Giannis scanning to get free wings because they got it.
I thought that was funny because I'm like, because he doesn't have enough money to buy himself some wings.
Right. But it was funny because, like, if you look at the clip, like, you see him tell someone, like, give me my phone or whatever. But anyway.
Oh, I did see the clip. Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, the whole Regency Mall thing, like, it just makes me feel sad. And, like, so we don't forget. That's why I also want to bring it up. Because, like, I was going to wear it. I forgot to grab it. I'll wear it next week, maybe. I even went to FYE where we always used to get albums, and I bought a MTV hat.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you bought that.
I was going to get another one, but I said, The guy was like, you sure don't want to look for another one, this and this, that. I'm like, no, it's fine. Do you want to sign up for rewards? I'm like, no. But, like, just walking through, like, where all used to be, because even, like, in the middle, like, when Chick-fil-A was there, like, when you first walk in, you used to be busy as hell. Like, you wouldn't be able to walk. Like, there was just so many people around. And I was even telling Felicia a story when she, like, pretended to be a mannequin and was, like, posing in...
I barely remember that.
She barely remembers it. I don't know if you were being a mannequin, but you were, like, pretending to be a model or something, posing in one of the store displays because we were with family and they were taking forever. She was just bored.
Sounds about right.
And people thought it was funny. They thought it was hilarious.
But funny.
Yeah, which that's the same thing she said there. But Tatiana just walking around, and then we were talking about Santa. She's like, I remember I took a picture with Santa right there. I was like, yeah, Santa was here.
I remember that picture.
It just made me very nostalgic for that. And I just wanted to bring it up because it just made me a little sad that, because back in high school, we would just go there just to go there because what else are you going to do when you don't have money? You walk around a mall.
That's true.
But I don't know. I just wanted to bring it up because it just made me a little sad. That's all.
I feel like, I don't even know if lately, but definitely like lately, I feel like I'm like more like, I don't know, like nostalgic about stuff and like, oh man, I remember that.
I wonder if it's because of this podcast that I've been doing the same thing. Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
I don't know. I just wanted to bring it because it just made me very nostalgic and, like I said, a little sad. Because, like I said, like high school or even like before that or after that, I remember just going with Brandon, like, hey, let's hang out today. He's like, what do you want to do? It's like, I don't know. It's like, you want to just walk around the mall? Okay.
Yeah, all right, let's go.
Just walk around the mall. We walk, the usual Hot Topic, FYE.
Gotta go in there.
Sometimes we go to Bath and Body Works, but most of the time we'd be getting like it's too much smells, so we just walk by it.
Yeah, they always said it's too much in there.
Sometimes maybe get a pretzel, not too often, but sometimes just walk around places,
Oh, and they have Mrs. Fields cookies.
Yes, Mrs. Fields cookies. I remember that. I remember
always got a cookie.
Yeah, always got one of theirs too. But I just remember the Chick-fil-A and that whole area just being crowded all the time. And now it's a Planet Fitness.
Yeah,
but it's just crazy the different
tables and chairs there too.
Crazy. Because for like me, I didn't go there for years. I was like overnight. All of a sudden, I'm like, what is all this carpet and everything?
Yeah, it's
not the same.
I don't like it.
It just makes me sad. But anyway, I just want to throw that out there real quick. Do you have anything else you want to bring up before we get into our comments here?
Nope. We can go ahead and get into the comments.
Okie dokie. All right, we're getting into our comments here, and we actually have a new first-time commenter for the first commenter, if that makes sense. Instead of Alexander or Tatiana, Karina officially got the first comment on our video.
Ooh, congratulations, Karina.
She
I
said,
can't give you the fireworks because I don't have that set up.
I can give you
Jeremy
lasers.
can do it. You get lasers.
You get laser beams. But the first one says, hi, oh my God, Jeremy, for a second I thought you were wearing a Wii shirt because I was wearing my palm tree shirt, which I looked afterwards.
Oh.
It's funny because before she even said that, I was like, it kind of looks like that shirt, but no.
Who said that?
Karina.
Oh.
The
She's
next
like,
one,
Jeremy?
the next one was Marshall said, hi, Dad, I'm your #1 fan. Because he was watching it with them. Yeah. It was funny because the other day they were over here on Monday. And all of a sudden I heard like Karina start watching it, and Doug's like, you watching it? She's like, no, I stopped it so we could watch it together. And they put it on the TV, and Marshall just sitting there. He actually was. I saw him. He was sitting on the ottoman, just sitting up there like this, looking at it.
He's like, what is my daddy?
He's like, he's my daddy. The next one was Karina again. Did you watch all the Twilight series or just the first one? Tatiana commented, we watched all of them. We couldn't stop.
Yeah, they were good. They're good in their own way.
Yeah.
They're addicting, I gotta say.
I was actually talking about my hairstylist about it. And when I got my hair done yesterday, because we were talking about Twilight, because she's like a big fan, turns out, whatever. She said she went to like a midnight or like a 12-hour showing. They started at noon and finished at midnight, like all 5 in a row. She said at the end, she was dragging. Yeah, she's like, at the end, I was dragging. I was like, I don't know if I could do that. We watched the last 3, but I'll say the first one kind of sucked. I'll be honest. It was more of a like, let's make fun of it. It's bad. It's bad. The last 2 were really good, especially that fight scene that turns out it wasn't a fight scene sort of thing. The last one, like I see what Jamal said, the last 2 movies are actually really good.
Yeah, and I think definitely the first one, though, if you're going to watch that and like the acting and the stuff is bad, like you need to watch it with people so you can kind of make fun of it as it goes.
Because like I was going to watch it and Jamal's like, you need to wait to watch it with us, like to watch it with people. And I totally agree. If you watch it by yourself, I'll be honest, you're probably not going to watch it. You're probably just going to be like, this. But if you watch it with people,
watch it with some people.
Yeah, watch it with somebody, even if you've seen it and they haven't or whatever, watch it with them so that way you can make fun of it together.
Rewatch it.
Because it's like everyone knows it's bad. Like we all were making fun of it the whole time. I don't know how many times I said, are you serious? Really? Jamal just started laughing. All right, let's see. Next one, Karina again. Are you Team Edward or Team Jacob? Karina wants to know.
I had commented, I'm Team Jacob. I know Jamal said they're both simps, so.
Yep. Actually, you didn't comment. You just hearted it.
No, me?
No, yeah.
I
one
commented. It didn't go through?
No, it didn't go through. I just hearted it.
That's so weird. Sorry, Karina. No, I see it on there 6 minutes ago.
Oh, probably because I didn't.
You didn't refresh?
Yeah, let me refresh actually then.
Yeah, I just commented that.
Oh, that's why. I will say, I know. I think Felicia. Oh, Felicia said, yeah. Damn it, let me pause this. I'm also Team Jacob. I just gotta. I don't know. People say, I mean, yes, it is weird that he imprinted on the baby, but
that was very weird.
How old is Edward? And he was like a 16-year-old girl. That's you need to be in jail, dude.
Yeah, that was weird too.
In jail. I'm just saying. Let's see. Karina also said, when you said girls going crazy over the Twilight movies, LOL, I just want to say that I think I was a freshman in high school and I skipped school to watch the first Twilight movie.
Did she?
That's funny.
There you go, Karina.
The next one, Felicia, did your nose piercing hurt? It looks nice. Felicia commented, thank you. It was easier one so far. It didn't hurt.
It was not bad at all.
Tatiana Leach commented, welcome back, Tatiana. She said, art by the Tanya Brown is a great artist. Love her work. It is very good.
That is true. Yep, her artwork is right there.
And then she must have been talking about when we were talking about our seats. She said, Jeremy said, oh no, when he saw someone in those seats. I did.
Oh no.
It's funny because I think I mentioned last week, but I made a joke when we're sitting there and said, I ain't ever coming back to this place. And then we got great seats. I was talking to a guy at work about that. I was like, that was nice. They heard Jeremy said he wasn't going back. Then they got worried. See exactly what she said.
Oh no, you guys better help him out.
Oh, okay. Karina commented, can you say Doug's ankle is severely sprained and do 2 thumbs up to get the fireworks effect? Here we go. Doug's ankle is severely sprained. Did it work?
It worked. Yeah. Now, can you do it with the lasers? Do it with lasers, but you got to do it like talk all YouTube-y.
All YouTube-y?
Yeah.
I gotta find the voice.
Start off with a hey guys.
Hey guys, Jeremy here. Doug's ankle is severely sprained. Yeah, there we go. Tatiana commented that would be hilarious. So Karina, you're welcome. Tatiana again.
Jeremy
All
said
the
that'll
movies.
be $5.
Yep. All the movies we watch are amazing. Glad I watched them. Changed my life. Well, thank you, Tatiana. 1338 should be real. This is about Chloe Spoon. Oh yeah, that actually was pretty funny. I was like, yo.
The funny thing is I re-listened to that today and I forgot. I was listening to something from the podcast when I picked Doug up. And when I got back in the car and started it, the podcast started playing. He's like, oh, listening to your podcast. So that was kind of embarrassing. But yeah, I was.
It's funny because, like, I've heard people talk about it. What's his name? I want to make sure I say the right person here. Donald Glover was talking about it once, and he said that in, like, all their forms of stuff, like, if you're in a movie or something, like, you're kind of expected to watch your movie. But when it comes to, like, music or like, stuff like that, as soon as someone finds out that you listen to your own music, they're always like, you listen to music? Really? Like, it's like like it's a bad thing, you know?
Yeah.
Which he said that years ago in some comedy special he had, but I'm always like, yeah. He said, because people said something to him, and he's like, of course I listen to my own. I'm like, yeah, exactly.
Duh.
Yeah.
Gotta get some views.
Yeah, that's right. Got to get them things. Let's see here. Tatiana said, I was shocked he was the father, and the woman wouldn't shut up. What? What is that about?
The woman was
shocked he was the father, and the woman wouldn't shut up. What movie was that?
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
That's right. Yeah, and so in Spider-Man: Homecoming, you find out that the father is the Vulture, and like this girl that he's on a date with, like, keeps talking like, "Oh, well, you weren't there," and stuff like that, and he figures it out. And Tatiana's like rocking back and forth in her chair, like, "Oh my god, oh my god!"
So she was
hilarious. Doug actually watched it yesterday. Very good movie. Tatiana, I was mad that Jacob imprinted Bella's baby. Like, what the that baby wasn't even alive for an hour, right? Tatiana again. Shutter Island and Inception were crazy. They keep you on the edge of your seat. Yeah, I thought Tatiana had seen it before. She never did. Inception was the first time I watched that in probably, I want to say, maybe 5 years or more. Fantastic movie. Fantastic movie. I hopefully Tatiana doesn't mind me saying this, but it was a funny story. I told it at work too. It's about Leo and a dream she had. Before you say anything, it's different. So
it's different.
We sat over at Felicia's house the other day, and Tatiana said she had a dream, and Leo was in her dream and said, before you wake up, and something about 2:00, he said, I need to show you this. It's important. And she said, all of a sudden, Oliver jumps in her, she wakes up.
Yeah, he did.
So
and the thing is, before that, though, it was really loud, and I'm like, I'm surprised she didn't wake up. And then all of a sudden, he jumped literally, because she was like on her stomach, and he jumped on her back and then on her head. Yep. And she popped right back up.
Yep. And to this day, she's still upset about it. And she said, "Now I'm never going to do what Leo wanted." Sorry, Tanya. So we decided to watch Catch Me If You Can. Like, well, if we watch Catch Me If You Can, maybe you'll
maybe you'll have another dream. She didn't. We're looking forward to that.
Karina said, "I grew up listening to Metallica. I don't know if you guys did too. I listened to them somewhat, but not a lot."
I feel like Dad listened to them like a little bit, but not as heavily as the other bands.
We used to listen to. I just realized too, Limp Bizkit. I forget what album, the one with Break Stuff on. I used to listen to that a lot. But we used to listen to Will Rock all the time.
That is true.
I listen to it here and there. Like, I don't know a lot of those songs, but I'm like, they're good. And then we also listened to the oldie station too, Oldies 104.3.
A lot.
Yeah, I remember like playing it, and then we would just listen to it. I like to figure out some of the songs we listen to. Like, it's one of those things where you'll listen to it because it was on the radio, or like you'll hear the song, and you're like, oh, that brings you back to driving the car, like going to Walmart or whatever, because it was on the car the whole time.
That is true.
Let's see. Tatiana, she said favorite movies, I would say, is the new movies we watched all week. Well, there you go, Tatiana. Very good.
There you go, big buddy Tanya.
Oh, Jeremy Leach commented 2 days ago. Oops, Mrs. Swearword. My bad, big buddy.
That's okay, I had actually wrote him and said that.
Yeah.
But it's all right, big buddy.
Like, hey, yo,
that's our editor.
You skipped you skipped the swear word. I'm like, oops. Alexandra finally comments 10 hours ago. I love the new stickers. Alexander, again, I only comment on the one platform, so I don't really comment as much as people listening might think. Alexander, again, my all-time favorite movie will always be Endgame. For one, it's a great movie, and the two experiences I had seeing was crazy. I never had another movie experience like that. People were so excited. Well, till Iron Man's part before that, great vibes.
That is
I will say, I feel like we need to... Maybe that could be a series. We could rank what we feel is all the Marvel movies. We should do that. That should be one. Because I feel like that's the whole thing.
Separate.
Yeah, that's different from this. I mean, I have a few of those movies on the phone, but which I just remembered more I want to do. But I think when we wrap up this series, tell us what you guys think. If you want us to rank every Marvel movie,
Yeah, let us
up to
know.
whatever time. Now there are
Comment down
some,
below.
I'll be honest, there are some I haven't seen yet, but I will say Endgame. I'll just get into it real quick. I'm sure we'll talk about it some other day, but that is legit one of the best movie experiences I've ever had in my entire life. We were first of all, we were on vacation, siblings vacation, still one of my favorite vacations we've ever done. Like we did so much that vacation in 5 days, and we did it like on the cheap too. The most expensive thing we had was Top Golf.
That's true.
Besides that, it was all stuff. Like we literally like ordered Pizza Hut one day and watched Good Girls on the TV. Another day we watched The Act when that was coming out. But anyway, on our 4 vacation, because we said we're going whatever, and then I seen a thing pop up for when it was coming out. We had a group chat for it. I was like, hey, I'm just saying, this movie comes out the Thursday. We're on vacation. I think Jamal said, let's go, or he sent like that face like, or something like that. But anyway, it was funny because we bought tickets, and I remember I got off of work, and Jamal and I were like texting profusely back and forth. He's like, I'm up early before I got to go to work. I'm like, I'm getting off at 7, whatever. And we're like going back and forth trying to figure one. I remember I had my phone. As I walked to my car, I like hit the button to get into queue, and it literally, from the time I got home, or from the time I left work to got home, which was like 30, 35 minutes, like I just set my phone down next to me. I never got out of the queue. Like it just went the whole time. I remember he ended up texting you, and you ended up sending him just a random theater. He's like, well, hopefully this is going to work. So we bought the tickets, and it was fine. But
yeah, it ended up working.
Yeah, so then we ended up, that day we drove to Cocoa Beach, which we got our kicked by the waves.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember I forgot like extra shorts or an extra shirt or something. So I remember I couldn't even change. I was like, you know what? We're going to be late. We'll just leave. And then we drove back. Still the fastest experience I've ever had in Olive Garden. Like we sat down, breadsticks immediately. We were able to eat a whole meal there. Then we went to the movie theater, which that was my first ever Marvel movie like release, like the first release. It was the first showing. I want to point that out.
Yeah.
On the Thursday.
Which was awesome.
We went in, whatever, and I was like, I didn't think there'd be this much people. Jamal's like, this has been like leading up to this since like Iron Man 1. So when we sat down, the people, which Doug didn't like it, but people were like getting up, jumping around, like
screaming. It was awesome.
Like the one that always sticks in my mind is when Thor's hammer is when it goes into Captain America's hand. Yeah. The loudest I've ever heard. Classic. That was amazing. But that whole movie
moment,
like I felt the best movie experience I had in my entire life. I know kind of a tangent there, but I just wanted to tell this story. And then like that night, like even when we left, I was just like, nothing can top this now. Like, and nothing ever has since then.
That's been the best.
Especially the whole build up to it and everything too. But just because we were on vacation, like it was a nice movie theater too. It was like in like a strip mall sort of thing. But
yeah, it was a really nice area.
I've always wanted to go back there because it was like a cool area over there. I don't remember where it was. We'd have to look back and see. But next time maybe
we'd have to try to Google it.
Alexander said, what other things does it do besides rain and fireworks? It does the lasers as we've seen. I know it does some other stuff, but I haven't. Yeah, birthday balloons.
He signs the birthday balloons.
Yep.
What if you do a heart with your hands? Does it do hearts?
Let's see. It does! Look
Yay!
at that!
I just guessed that too.
I use it for a thumbnail.
I guessed.
Sure. There you go,
guys.
Don't
have any.
And that's all the content we have on there. Shorts, we didn't really get any comments. It looks like. I mean, like I said, we were kind of.
I already got the TikTok up. We have a couple.
Oh, I didn't even check that. All right, let me
one
see.
for on our. We have one comment from Karina.
Well, when did we post last? Let me see.
First comment.
Nice.
That was on the Bucks one.
Where
and we do have one on the one about Doug's ankle as well.
Let me just double check right here. Felicia. Oh, sorry. We got one comment on the Felicia got beef one. Let me comment real quick. What's the comment? Oh, it was me. The beef is real. Okay, you can continue on.
Go ahead. It's me.
It's me.
And then the other comment we have on TikTok is about the video about Doug's ankle. Doug actually comments himself.
Oh, did he?
About we're trying to call him. He said, sorry, I fell asleep, LOL. The pain was no joke. Worse than when I broke my wrist.
Damn. I already broke his wrist.
That's crazy because,
he was the green machine
for a while. Oh, yeah. When he punched that thing.
Yep. He did it once.
I wish there was video from when Doug fell. So we could see exactly what happened.
Yeah, like slow motion. I wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Doug, find out if there is, because then let us know. Then we'll have to contact the people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what else we got?
I think that's it for comments.
Okay, well then I'll throw in really quick my forgotten albums from last week, just ones that I remembered. Which would be, this is a 2 for right here. Like that's, how we'll do that. That would be Owl City, Maybe I'm Dreaming / Ocean Eyes.
Yeah.
Which I told Felicia, she's like, damn, how do we forget? Avenged Sevenfold's self-titled 2007. That's the behind the scenes thing we used to watch all the time too. And the one before that too, I want to say it was called The Beast and the Harlot, I think.
I think that is what it's called.
Let me look. Was that what the album was called? I'm gonna look right now. 1 second. I lost it. City of Evil. City of Evil.
Oh, yes.
Because it had Beast and the Harlot on. That's a slap too. Yeah. Which they also found them by. The first song I've heard by them was Backcountry. I was like, what is this? The video was kind of crazy, but the song was awesome. I put Fearless by Taylor Swift just because I thought that album was a banger. And this last one I want to bring up that I told Felicia about, because actually this is another twofer. Let me bring this up. But this first one I'm going to say is Motion City soundtrack, Commit This to Memory.
Yes.
And there is a, let me just confirm before I talk, but I remember after I had like Everything Is All Right. God, what else is this? Everything Is All Right. I Am the Movie, that's another good one. Or Even If It Kills Me is another banger. But on Commit This to Memory, yep, it's on Commit This to Memory, I'm just verifying now. They had a song on there that was called Hold Me Down. Let's see if Felicia remembers this. And the music video came out.
I think about this all the time. I think about this all the time.
Do you want to tell it then? Since you
No, you can tell them.
Well, you can. Well, I'll tell it and you tell me if I'm wrong or right here. But essentially, the music video came out and Felicia said, "What the f-? They literally stole it from my head." I'm like, "What?"
I had a dream of the music video.
And they didn't. The thing was, they didn't even say that. I believe we didn't even know they were releasing the song.
No.
But she's like, I had a dream. They're out in the snow and they're like playing, and it was like all these shots, whatever. And the music video's on TV. She said, I literally saw this. They stole it from my brain.
I couldn't believe it. I want to know, how does that happen?
It's just one of those things that just popped into my head. I was like, oh yeah, Felicia's mad about that. Which Felicia's also mad that she said Mountain Dew stole Cold Red from her.
They stole Code Red. Okay, people steal a lot of ideas from me.
She put Kool-Aid in a Mountain Dew thing. She said, look, it's Mountain Dew Red. And then like a month or something later, there was Code Red. But the Motion City soundtrack one, she's still upset to this day about that because she said they stole it from her.
I think about it all the time.
I know there's some more, but that's just the like couple that I just came to mind that I want to throw out there real quick. There was more, but we're finished that series, so it's done. So we are going to get into movies here. I see we're 42 minutes in, but we had a lot to catch up this weekend, so it's okay.
Had a lot happen.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and name off one of my movies here. Again, mine's never in order from...
Right. Mine just whenever I think about it.
This is a movie that I watched all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it came out in 1990, but it did.
Really? Okay.
The Rescuers Down Under.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You remember that?
I do. I used to watch those all the time as a kid.
All the time. I remember, I want to say you, me, and Doug were the ones that really loved it. It was with the mice.
Yeah. Yep. It's funny because I remember for years watching it and then never know what it was. And then like as I grew older, I was like, oh, that's what that was.
I don't know. We watched it like so many times too, is the thing. Here's the classic like picture from it that I remember.
Yep, that's it.
Kind of hard to see.
I know exactly what that is though. But I remember that.
That was good.
Man.
And I want to say there was
there's a couple of them.
Here's the other. This is what we had though. The classic VHS.
Yep, that's the one. I just remembered a movie I just came up, but you can talk about it. I'm just writing it down so I don't forget it.
But yeah, I just really love that movie, and I kind of want to rewatch it. I just really love like.
Is that on Disney?
Especially like, it's a Disney movie, so it should be.
What is it? Which one is it called that you just
The
showed
Rescuers Down Under.
Yes.
But
it is on Disney Plus.
And the thing is, though, the other one that the twofer, as we'll call it, the other one was actually we watched too was just the first one, The Rescuers, and this one was actually from 77.
Really?
Because I remember her. Remember this crazy lady in the in the car or the boat?
Let me see her again.
Kind of hard to see.
I was writing down a date. Yeah, I remember that one too.
The first one.
I need to go back and watch these. Wow, that brings you back.
I didn't realize that one was from 77, but it was. And it's short. It's only an hour, 18 minutes. So you could watch both.
Oh, look at that.
The other one's an hour 17, too.
I just realized we didn't really watch any like Disney movies on vacation, which is fine. But I just, the more you know.
Kind of weird, he said.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, we did watch Spider-Man, but that's different. We should have. I made a joke to Jamal, but we actually should have. One of these days, because Jamal's always talked about it. I do want to watch Infinity War and Endgame back to back. Like straight through, like just have a day where we just watch it back to back because I want to see like the full story from that. I just remember after Infinity War, I was just like, damn. I remember Jamal just saying like he was sad for just like a week after he saw that movie. But that's not the movie I'm going to bring up because that's for the whole later on. But I'm going to bring up this one we watched on vacation. Like I said, no order, but it is one of my all-time favorite movies, and that is Catch Me If You Can, 2002.
Oh.
We watched that on vacation.
The thing is that I always forget it came out in 2002. Because when I like, try to think of like the early 2000s, I'm like, okay, that was like literally like practically.
For some reason,
90s.
I was thinking it always come out in like 05 or 06, like around that time, maybe even 07, but no, it's always 2002.
That movie's good though, and like literally it still like holds up if we just watched it. It's like, still so good.
First time I ever seen like anything about the movie, I remember seeing the DVD on Uncle Greg's like his island at his house on like his what do you call it?
Counter?
Yeah, Counter. I couldn't think of the name. Yeah, Counter at his house. Name? I'm like Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio. I was like, oh, that sounds good. And I remember the first time I watched it, I was like, this fire. I remember when I was in high school too, it was like always on TV. So I just like watch it all the time. But I like have the DVD of it somewhere. I have it like digitally, and now it's on Paramount. So very good. Jamal said he's seen it, but never like Jamal like never seen it all the way through. And he watched. He's like, that movie's pretty damn good. I'm like, that's why it's one of my favorites.
It is.
You got literally got Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, come on, awesome. But I just wanted to get that one out of the way before I bring any other ones because that's a very good one. All right, you can go next. Go right ahead.
This is a movie that I would want to rewatch, but I can't because it's too emotional.
Oh boy.
And I don't want to ugly cry. 1993, Homeward Bound.
I didn't even put that on here, but
the thing
I watched
is,
those so much. They're so good.
The scene with the dog.
I'll just say that I'll put those on mine too because those are so good. I love those movies. I wanted a dog like Chance for so long. I named Chance. Like especially the end of the first one, where they don't think what's that dog's name? The lab.
Oh my god! Why was I just going to say the golden retriever? Oh my god! Like his name was right there, and went.
Yeah. I'm looking right now.
Chance, Sassy, and
what's his name?
I can't remember.
I'm looking it up right now.
When he falls into the
Shadow
pit.
Shadow. But at the end, when they're like, "Oh, he guess he didn't make it. He was too old." Even when I was a little boy, I was just like,
"Oh my god!"
Then he came back. So emotional.
Oh, I can't rewatch it.
The second one is. I think I watched the second one more. Just honestly,
when they go to San Francisco.
Yeah, honestly, I think part of it was because the first one just so emotional and sad, especially like when he's in the pit. It just makes me sad just thinking about it.
And he's crying because he can't get up. I can't.
We're
gonna move on from this movie.
I'll watch the second one as much as I can, but the first one that's gonna have to wait.
I can't.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to move on because I'm getting sad.
Right.
Next one.
Let's move on.
1987, The Brave Little Toaster.
Oh, classic.
That's the one I just thought of.
That's
the one I just thought of when we were just sitting here talking. I wanted to see what year it was.
I love The Brave Little Toaster.
I remember I was at Walmart like 10 years ago and they had like DVDs for $5 each and it was like the first and the second one and I like bought that.
What was the second one called?
Now I'm curious. The Brave Little Toaster. See, we don't have anyone to bring this up. We got to bring it up ourselves. The Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars is the second one, but I don't know if that's the one. Let me see.
Wow.
Brave Little Toaster. They had a few.
I love that. Why is that toaster so cute though? Oh my god! Look at his little
Let me see.
smile.
Oh, look at the little smile.
I don't know. I love the toaster. I just thought,
I wanted one so bad.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and the lamp. Brave Little Toaster to the rescue.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yep,
I just found it. Brave Little Toaster.
Vacuum guy.
1987 and then 1997 and 1998. Yeah, to the rescue. What's the last? Okay, the last one's the Mars.
Classic. I'm rewatching that. I got to find out where that's streaming because that's good.
It's not on Disney. I thought it was.
I don't think it is. Is it Disney even?
Yeah, I thought is it Disney movie or no?
Wait, why is it? Oh, Blanky.
Oh, it's not.
Why is it musical / fantasy? Is it a musical? I don't remember there being songs.
It was an independent movie. It's not Disney. Oh, well, what the heck, man? You can't even watch it anywhere according to this. What the heck? I have the DVD of it, so I'm going to have to bring it out.
You got both?
I have the first two, yeah. You can buy it on Amazon for $7.
It was good. Oh my god,
it's on YouTube. Someone uploaded the whole thing, first one.
Oh, thank you, whoever did that.
7 years ago.
Well,
there you go.
I'm sure the quality is but I'll be watching
It's
it.
not very good, but it's there.
I think that it would be.
So yeah, Brave Little Toaster. All right, what do you got
I
next?
did not think it was going to be. Okie doke. I'm going to go ahead and go. I had realized that a lot of my movies on here are Disney movies, and some of them I didn't even realize that literally were Disney movies, which is kind of crazy.
And then we go to Disney now, so that's why we love Disney so much.
So that must be why.
I love
So
Disney.
obviously my classic from 1991.
So Disney, if you want to sponsor us and want us to come to Disney World, to Disneyland, just let us know.
We can come do our podcast there.
Yep, we can. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. We can even do it inside of Cinderella's castle if you want us to. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. You guys want.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Okay. Or if you want to take us backstage or something.
In one of the hotels. I mean, it's up to you guys.
Yeah, we even take the all-star resorts, okay? We'll even take those.
That's right. Oh, yeah, classic. We do it outside. We'll get our sound to work. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We'll go figure it out. Anyway, go ahead.
But it's Beauty and the Beast.
I don't have that on you, but
because
that's a...
Belle's one of my top princesses.
Do you still have that blanket?
I do.
She's had a blanket since she was a kid.
I'm going to go get it. It's literally like 5 steps away.
Okay, fine. Let's talk about it then, I guess. I don't know how old she was when she got this, but Felicia has had this blanket from Beauty and the Beast ever since she was a little girl, and we always make fun of her for still having it. I don't know if she still has in her bed, probably not, but she used to even sleep with it even when it was like torn. I believe it's torn. I don't know. I just know that thing is like so old, but for Felicia, she can never get rid of it. Oh, here she goes. There it is. I remember when that thing was white, like brand new white.
It was white on one side and the other side was a pink.
Oh, really?
And I've looked it up. Yeah. I've looked it up and tried to find like a new one on eBay and all that. And no, because this right here, this was pink.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that now.
You could probably, I've looked up pictures, but yeah, this is it.
Here's my question though. Do you still put it in your bed when you go to sleep?
No. Oh. He lives in the closet. It's like literally all crumpled up and
like. I was just telling him how like I always remember you having it and having it in your bed. I
can't wash it.
Right.
I hope I don't get sick holding this because I literally when I'm sick though, I still go get the blanket.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Just like when you were little.
If I'm like 6, so yeah, I had this blanket when I had COVID.
I was gonna say, so I know you had it when you had COVID because I remember seeing like, oh, there's a blanket. Wow. Beauty and the Beast is very good. What'd you think of the live action one that we seen a couple years ago?
The live action. Oh, it was good. I feel like so it's obviously it wasn't as the classic's always the classic, but I feel like a lot of people, no one really even talked about it.
No, me either.
I think that live action was good, and so was Aladdin live action.
Yeah. Remember when we saw Beauty and the Beast at Disney at Hollywood Studios? That was good too.
Yeah, they actually sang the songs. That was really good. It
was really good.
I do. I like that.
Yeah, we're like, what are we gonna do? Felicia's like, there's this Beauty and the Beast thing. We're like, okay, I'll watch it. And the actor was like, oh, pretty good. I do a funny story about.
It starts in like 5 minutes.
We're like, okay, but the Beauty and the Beast thing is funny because I remember I went to McDonald's before, and like the person gave my money, whatever, gave my food. They're like, this is probably weird for me to say, but because that's when I had longer hair. She was like, you look like the guy from Beauty and the Beast after he becomes human again. I was like, that's the first time anyone's ever told that to me. I said, that's the first time anyone's ever told that to me. I said, really? She said, yeah.
Did you say thank you?
I said, maybe it's the hair. I said, but thank you. She said, you're welcome. And then I never seen her again.
Oh.
Maybe she disappeared.
She was gone.
Yeah. So, so Beauty and the Beast for Felicia. I'm going to say, I have some that are like mid 2000s and like later 2000s. I'm just going to say this is another Disney movie. Cars.
Oh, classic Cars.
Cars 1's good. 2 is also good. 3 is just sad, I'll be honest, because he's like retiring or whatever. But the first Cars, I rewatched it a couple months ago.
I don't think I've ever seen 3.
It's good. It's about him retiring and basically he's too old. He can't keep up sort of thing. It's sad.
Well, that is sad.
I watched it for the first time with Tatiana and Carissa. It's still good, though. Like,
I don't want to watch a sad movie.
There's always talk there's going to be a 4th one. But the first one, I was even talking with Jamal about this a couple months ago when I watched it again. I was like, that's like one of the best, I think, Pixar movies is Cars. That really still holds up to this day. It is.
Cars is good.
Great movie. Especially when we got to go on the Cars ride at Disneyland. That was awesome, too.
That's a very good ride.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen
really
Cars,
hard. You got to really wait if you want to see that, though.
Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, when we do go again, when we do go again, you got to put that out there.
Or
we got to go there right away.
Yeah.
All right, so go
You
ahead.
got to rope drop that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. This is from 97. Titanic.
Ooh, I didn't even add that on here, but that's a very good movie too.
Yes, I remember when it came out. I want to say it was on VHS, and it was literally 2 VHSs you had to watch it on because
I remember it just being everywhere, and I'd just be like, okay. Which that's another Leonardo DiCaprio movie. Has Tatiana ever seen Titanic?
That's true. She's had to have.
Yeah,
Tatiana, comment down below.
I have it on Blu-ray somewhere. Yeah, Tatiana, comment down below because if you didn't, that's another Leo movie you need to watch.
If she hasn't,
maybe some parts, maybe she doesn't need to watch, but she needs to watch it.
Oh.
I want to say about Tatiana, or not Tatiana, I'm sorry, Titanic, is that Jamal used to make fun of us for this movie all the time. And then we finally got him to watch it this past summer vacation. And at the beginning of the movie, he's laughing his ass off because it's like black and white or whatever. And then it became color. He thought they were going to be singing the whole time at the end.
You thought it was a musical.
Yeah. He thought it was a musical at the end. He's like, that was good. My favorite part was when Rose threw the thing back in the ocean. He said, hold on for nothing. He was pissed. After he's like, that movie was pretty good. I was like, I told you. He's like, okay, fine. I'm sorry. It was good. I'm like, I know it was good.
I've been telling you.
Yeah, so that brings me back. I remember when they re-released it one of the many times at theaters, we were supposed to go do it, and I don't remember what happened. We didn't go see it. I want to see it in theaters. I feel like that'd be a really good movie to see in theaters.
Yeah, hopefully they'll do it again.
They just had their 30th year, or it was 25 years. I think it was last year. Yeah, last year. So maybe we missed it.
I won't do it for a while.
Yeah, probably another 5 years, and it turns 30, which is crazy. All right, I guess the next one, because that movie came out when?
97.
Oh, this movie came out a year later. It's a Disney movie, Brink.
That's on my list. It's on my list.
No lie, the first thing I ever watched on Disney Plus when it came out was Brink.
I remember when that came out though, and I was like, I'm gonna
be a soul skater. I even got skates for it and everything. But that's one of my all-time favorite movies too. Yeah.
That's when we thought we could do
when you woke up today, did you say, today I'm going to talk or today I'm going to skate? I was like, yeah, man, that's going to be me. I don't need to skate for money, man. I'm a soul skater. That was me.
I can't believe that. That was crazy. I think didn't we show part of it to Jamal and he was like, oh my God, so cringe.
Yeah, he was laughing at it, so we turned it off. He was making fun of me too much.
The people's hair. Then remember they had the girl on the team and she sold out and
no, she didn't sell out. The main guy sold out.
The main guy sold out. But remember the girl got
hurt.
Down?
Yeah, the girl got hurt.
Yes. She skated in the rocks.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's a good one. Let's see. If it is one or two more each,
Make sure you guys check that out.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. It's one of those things, like, just remember it's late 90s, so you're going to hear lots of 90s stuff, but it's still good.
A lot of catchphrases with the bully and the guys in the background. Yeah, what he said. Okay, this is another one. I love this movie. I cannot watch it anymore because I don't want to cry.
I feel like there's a lot of movies.
This is from 97. Air Bud.
Ooh, I didn't even have that on here, but that used to be my favorite too. I used to cry at when he said, "I don't want you no more." Whew, just thinking.
Oh my God. The movie's so good, but I literally can't watch it because of that, and it's too much.
Oh, it's on Disney. I'll have to watch that. I used to love all the Air Bud movies.
Said, I'm gonna watch that and have a good cry. I think that was the only emotional one, though. The first one.
Yeah, because I remember then all of a sudden, like, the guy got older and like gave it over to his sister or something for a couple of the movies.
Then there's ones with puppies and ish.
Yeah, the
I don't
puppies
watch
ain't
any
the
of
same.
those.
Like, I remember I used to watch all of them. Like, was it World Pup? Remember that? Seventh Inning Fetch or something like that. Those are all good ones. Golden Receiver. Man, that brings me back. Those are some good ass movie.
I gotta sneeze.
They're all on Disney, I think. Let me see. Yep, looks like they're all on Disney. Look at that. Bless you.
Thank you.
But very, very good. Let's see. What do I want to bring up next? Do I want to bring out the classic or bring out this one? I'll bring out this one. It's a holiday classic. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Classic.
I gotta watch it every year. We actually watch it on Thanksgiving at my parents' house. It was funny because, like, John put it on the TV or whatever. Like, he was trying to watch it. It was on TV and he missed some parts. So I'm like, just put it on Paramount. He's like, okay. But like, I watched the whole movie and I didn't even realize I watched the whole movie. It's like one of those things you're just like enjoying it, and then after it's like, oh, I just watched that entire movie. I didn't even move or nothing.
It's so good, and literally, I feel like the whole thing is just like quotes. You can just
Yeah.
every
You
line is
beer all
good.
over the bed. One of my favorite
I've always
lines
loved
from
that
that
one.
movie is, "What is your problem, you insensitive?" I love that line.
Classic.
But yeah, it's a great movie. And one of the where they filmed the scene where they drive into the motel or whatever, I drive by that in the home from work sometimes.
I remember Dad pointing that out before.
Always,
They changed it now? It doesn't look the same, right?
it still looks the same.
Oh, does it?
Mm-hmm.
Why did I think that they changed it?
I seen a video on YouTube of someone like walking there, but yeah. So planes, trains, and
What
automobiles.
year did you say that came out?
1987. The year
Oh, I didn't
Douglas was
realize
born.
that.
Yeah, there's talk
Oh,
that they're
Dooley
supposed to
came
be
out
redoing
2000.
it with Kevin Hart and Will Smith.
I did hear about that.
That came out like around COVID time. Let's see, planes, trains, and automobiles. Kevin Hart, not Kevin Bacon. Let's see.
I didn't realize that.
There was we were watching two Thanksgiving. There's like also like half an hour, 45 minutes of like unused footage before too.
Oh, I did hear there was a bunch of like unused stuff.
Oh, it was announced. Oh, it was announced in 2020, 2023, beginning of 2023. They say they're still writing for the movie, so it's still happening, I guess. I haven't heard anything updated then. I don't know.
Okay.
Right. All right. What do you got next?
I will piggyback off of that. Someone else. So he was also in this movie. 93. I didn't a lot of the movies I like are Disney movies, and I guess this one's from Disney too, and I didn't realize that. What year did I say this was? 93. Cool Runnings.
Ooh, that's a great movie. I remember watching that all the time too.
Classic. We watched it a lot. I don't know why.
I don't know why. It was just on TV. They just had like
them guys from Jamaica.
They just had was it some anniversary or something like that for it? And like, some Jamaican team actually made it recently. I feel like it was like they kept bringing it up, or whenever the Olympics were. Yeah, that was
really, because I couldn't remember. I thought they said it was based on a true story, but was it really?
That's what I always heard.
That's how I remember it.
I never fact checked it though.
I never did either. I just remember it being so good. They literally were in Jamaica and they just like practiced in like the dirt and the sand, and they went. Remember, everyone made fun of them because they didn't have like the good equipment and everything. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, classic scene. Them practicing in the bathtub.
Yep, that's it. That's such a good movie. I didn't realize it came out in 93.
I'd rewatch that. Yeah, I didn't realize either. You get it on Blu-ray. That was a really good movie. I really liked that
Disney.
movie. And it was very different. Is it?
Should be. Last time I checked, it was.
Very different, too.
Yes, it is.
So, I would recommend for you guys to watch that.
Yeah.
Because you can watch it on Disney Plus, Jeremy says. So, there you go.
All right. What do I want to say next year? Oh, here's a classic. The original Space Jam.
Oh, I didn't put that on my list. Space Jam.
Go. Space Jam always reminds me of going with Uncle Greg to the movie theater because we were going to see it, but it ended up being sold out. So we went inside.
Back when you had to wait and buy tickets there.
So we went inside. We went to the arcade for a little bit. Then we went outside. He's like, well, we can't go or whatever. And I remember someone came to ask Uncle Greg for directions. He gave him directions. He walked back and said, I have no idea where I just sent that guy, but I just pretended I knew where I sent him. He said he's going to be lost and mad at me. This is before cell phones, by the way. Came out in 96. So, but I always remember that Uncle Greg trying to take us. I'm watching it years later. That's still one of my favorite movies too. Michael Jordan, of course. The LeBron one, it just didn't hit the same. It was lame. I'm just going to say it was lame.
It was.
I had to watch it in like 2 or 3 sittings. It was hard to get through. I'll be honest. It was.
You can't. I don't know. That's why I don't know why people mess with the classics sometimes.
Yeah, especially Space Jam because it's not the same. All right, I say, yeah, one more each. Then we'll wrap it up for today.
All right, I'm gonna end on this one. Okay. I think about this movie sometimes. I really do want to rewatch it. I'm to see where it's at. This movie came out in 95.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember this movie, Heavyweights?
Yes, I think about that movie sometimes too. That was a good movie.
That was such a good movie. Disney movie. It's on Disney Plus, so there you go.
Yeah.
I feel like now they couldn't release this movie now though, because they're literally fat shaming the entire movie.
Yeah, the entire movie.
But I don't. To me, it's so good. Remember the kids were like hiding
Ben Stiller's even in that
candy
movie.
in their
He's
bed.
like the villain or whatever. Ben Stiller.
Yeah. Yep, he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's
I
the
always remember that
workout
scene of them
guy.
like breaking into like his cabin or whatever there, and they're like on lookout or whatever. Man,
Oh yeah.
such a good movie. Man, that
But
brings
that
you
was
back.
a really good movie. I don't know. We watched that one a lot too. But
Yeah.
yeah, his dad's in there too, I guess. I don't know what part he plays.
Oh, is he? Oh,
Yeah, so
more you
he's
know.
on the cast list.
I always forget that Jerry Stiller's his dad.
Yeah. I guess if you look at him, you're like, oh yeah,
that
they
makes
do
sense.
look alike.
I seen a picture recently of Jerry Stiller taking Ben Stiller to New York recently, and I seen another picture of Ben Stiller or Jerry Stiller when he was younger, and people say it looks just like Kramer, and it does. I don't have it, but
really,
yeah, it looks a lot like Kramer. I should have saved it. I think it was on
what are you doing?
Twitter. That's right. It's not X. It's Twitter. Shut up.
I don't call it X. X sounds weird.
It's stupid. Okay. This is my whole thing. I'm just getting a little tangent
Elon.
here. Elon. This is my whole thing about that. Is he literally had Twitter, and if you created a post, it was called a tweet, retweet. It had its own lingo. Everyone knew it, and he just changed it just to change it.
Because what is it called now? Obviously, it's X. But what happened? What is a tweet called? A post.
A post, and you repost. It's stupid.
Oh, that's dumb.
It's lame. All right, here. I just wanted to go on that tangent. What does PlayStation want? Say big when you join or upgrade your PlayStation Plus membership. I do want to finish. I was telling about this. It just made me think about PlayStation. I've been wanting to finish The Last of Us Part 1. I already finished it before, but I'm doing the remastered version because Part 2 came out, and there's like a whole one of just commentary, and there's another one of like this new special mode. I want to play it, but I've been so addicted to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The remastered version. It is so good.
Jamal, I wanted to talk about it.
Yeah.
I want to talk about it, but Jeremy didn't finish it. I finished it. I'm just doing like the little tangent stuff to get 100% on the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, last night, Jamal, he was freaking out.
He couldn't handle it. So yeah.
You just hear him, what the What?
I'm gonna try and finish
God.
I'm gonna try and finish the game so we can actually like discuss it more because then we can talk about it. Which we
the
also
dogs heard me doing that.
There's another thing I just realized we could do too. Is our favorite video games growing up too. There's another series we can do.
That is true.
It's another one.
There's
Look at
some
that, guys.
classics.
Tell me what you guys think about that. But yeah, I'd say after this series, we got a bunch of series, but I do really want to do that Marvel one.
I do have another one lined up too. I exited to you the other day.
Oh, yep. I had to think about it for a second.
Yep. That's going to be good.
All right, I'm going to end with...
Let me see if it's on my list.
It's going to be Toy Story, 1995.
Yeah, there it is.
Jamal and I were talking about it recently. Like, I haven't watched it in a long time. Like, I remember Toy Story 2 watching that one a lot, too. Like, you could say all of them. I'll say
1 and 2.
Toy Story 1, amazing. Was it Toy Story 1 or 2? I don't remember which one it was, but, like, they almost lost the movie. And, like, some woman that was on maternity leave, like, someone accidentally deleted it. And a woman who was on maternity leave had, like, the file on her computer. And they were able to save, like, I think it was, like, 70% of the movie or something.
Home, yeah.
Yeah, so without her, that movie would not happen. I think it was the second one. Let me see. Because I want to get my facts straight here. Toy Story movie, almost.
But I don't even know how many times we watched that movie.
Toy Story 2.
So many times.
90% of it was gone. It was Saved by a Baby.
Could you...
That's what the title said.
Can you imagine, though?
Yeah, but I will say the number one, great. Number two, I seen the scene that I always think about is when that older guy is like fixing up Woody to look original or whatever. Like just the quality and the detail of that, just amazing. Like I need to watch it again. I was telling Jamal, like we need to watch it. Toy Story 3 was good but sad. Toy Story 4 to me, I don't know. I mean, it was good, but
that's the one where Woody left him, right?
Yeah, I just don't feel like Woody would have left him like that. Like after all the other movies, like we always stay together. I don't feel like
no way.
There's talk they're working on Toy Story 5 now, but I don't know. But
I've just
the original 2 for sure, obviously. Toy Story 3 I saw when I was in high school because I was still in high school at that time. Toy Story 3. That was sad. Especially at the end you thought they're going to die, but they all were going to die together.
Oh, yeah. The incinerator.
I actually seen recently the person who played Bonnie, who did the lines for her, she was on like TikTok or something talking about how she did the lines back in the day. She's like, I didn't know what was going on. They just said, read these lines. And I'm like, okay. She was like a little kid. I was like, oh, more you know. I'll have to see if I can find it or whatever. But yeah, it's a Toy Story. I want to watch the first one, obviously, but I really want to see. I feel like I always like the second one more. I don't know why. For most movies, I feel like. But
watch both. Watch both and you'll know.
Then we'll know. But I think that'll be it for today because we're already an hour and almost 10 minutes here. So
yes, sir.
That's
so then next week we'll continue our series here, part 2.
We just had a lot to get to this
will probably be I'll say it's probably going to be a 3-parter.
Because I'm probably just going to keep remembering.
But make sure you guys comment down below. Tell us, did we mention any of your favorite movies growing up? And
mention ones
tell
that we
us some of
didn't.
yours. Because maybe you're going to tell us yours and be like, oh, yeah, that should have been on the list. And we can talk about that too.
Like right now, I'm just thinking of like I can see the movies in my head from Disney, but I don't remember the names of the movies. Like there was one, I don't remember what the hell it was. No, it didn't have him in there. I don't remember. It was some like Halloween movie. The Halloween movies used to be really good on Disney. They're bangers. But
oh yeah, I got some of them on there.
Me too. But well, I don't yet, but it's in my mind. I got to figure it out. But yeah, so that's all we're gonna do for today, guys. Once again, thanks for listening. Appreciate it.
Yes, and please don't forget to comment down below on all platforms and check out all our reels and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So until next week, I'm Felicia.
And I'm Jeremy. Doodly-doo.
Bye-bye.